Hello my lovely YouTube crew. We have got a very special guest star today, which is lovely Nellie. And I'm at HorseBack UK. You can see quite a lot of stuff is going on. That's Brookie, who's a sprinter. Nellie was a racehorse, but I can't remember what her distance was. Anyway, poor thing, she wasn't very successful. And that's Delatite. It came to us from Newmarket. Oh, Nellie's gone now. Now? You were going to be in the vid? Okay, well, I think I'll still keep filming because there's plenty of beauty for you to see. And I wanted to say something that was really, really important. There's the young horses in that field. There's the old timers up on the hill. Not quite up on the hill, actually, near the hill, the bottom of the hill. There's our friendly local farmer driving his tractor. There's a farm over that rise. And there is the HorseBack UK homestead. And what we do here is we help our veterans with both mental and physical injury, and we help kids who are just having a little bit of trouble at school one way or another. Lots and lots of different reasons. And obviously we use horses. And there is the digger going out, or the tractor going out with their hay. Anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about was Nellie. When Nellie first arrived here, I was genuinely too frightened to work with her. She came with a lot of 5X racehorses because we were doing a pilot program for possibly rolling out our kind of therapy horse idea around the country, and maybe specifically using X-race horses. It never came to anything because so many of these things don't. And I'm laughing because, you know, it's always for a ridiculous reason. There's a committee or a bureaucracy or a logistical nightmare. The idea itself is so good. I still think everyone should be doing that. I think racehorses can save your life, quite frankly. Certainly have saved mine. But it was a lovely pilot program. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we got to work with these really wonderful ex-race horses, including a couple who were really famous. So we had Purple Moon, known as George, who was second in the Melbourne Cup, who was just a dreamboat. And we had R. Vic, who won at Cheltenham, who was just a gentleman. Oh, look at them all, they're so excited getting their food. Anyway, Nellie was one of those non-famous horses of whom you see so many in the racing world. You know, they're not front page news, they're not household names, they do their job. I hate to say this because it sounds critical, but you know, in a reasonably mediocre way, they never reach any dizzy heights. And the lucky ones are so loved by their humans that usually what happens is they get retired and they get a lovely retirement home, or they come somewhere like this. But some of them, it's difficult to know what to do with. And I could see why, if you had a horse like Nellie, you might think, I don't know what to do with her, because she had absolutely no use for humans. And I genuinely think she couldn't really see the point of humans at all. So she'd walk all over you like you weren't there, and she was very reactive. She'd go up on her back legs at the slightest hint of worry. That was her anxiety release, was rearing. Sorry, it's all rather noisy, this. Someone's having a lovely time in that tractor, aren't they? There's a little sheep running around. There's all orphan sheep that we rescued. Anyway, so there was Nellie, and because she was so unpredictable, and because the human didn't really exist for her, I worked with all the other horses, but I wouldn't work with her. I did it once, and I just thought, she's going to kill me. Not in a horrid way, not in an aggressive way. She wasn't aggressive at all, but just that she'd knock me over and I'd hit my head, and that would be that. So I was genuinely frightened of her. It's very rare I'm frightened of a thoroughbred, and I didn't feel very proud of myself, I have to say. Anyway, she's been here now for, I don't know, a couple of years, I'd say. And they've done their magic with her. She's particularly worked with Emma Hutchison, who's the co-founder of HorseBack. And Emma does the same horsemanship that I do. We both follow the methods of Warwick Schiller and Robert Gonzalez, and we worked very happily with a brilliant Australian horseman called Justin Cahoon, who is of Scottish ancestry, as you can guess from his name, and who comes here every so often. So very much same kind of thing I do at home with the red mare. These horses, they have to be a little bit more desensitized than mine are, because they will work as therapy horses. So there's a little bit more emphasis on really getting them used to all manner of things. I should say that's pretty much the only difference. And and they probably do a bit more round pen work than I do, because I don't have a round pen. Anyway, Nellie is now, as you can see, look at her sweet face, an absolute sweetheart. She knows what humans are for. She's really at home with humans. She still has her little moments. She's still quite young at heart, really. So she can have a kind of, can't deal with the world moment. But essentially, she's an absolute pleasure to be around. When you walk into the field with her, which I just have, I've just spent some time talking to all the thoroughbreds in the field. You just feel gentleness and kindness coming off her. And I just had to get out of this gate. That's why I started filming. And she was standing right there up against the gate. So I needed to get past her, and I needed to move her. Now, she's not my horse. I see her a bit, but I don't know her well. And yeah, I could get her to back off that corner by a mere touch of a finger on her shoulder. So that's a half-ton thoroughbred who I used to be terrified of. I can get out of my space just by touching her shoulder. And this is the point of the videos. What I want to ask you, and I feel so strongly about this, is which is the real Nellie? Is it the one who was frightening and potentially dangerous and reared and plunged and barged and pushed and could have knocked a human over at any time? Is that the real Nellie? Is that her? Or is that the real Nellie? Gentle, kind, responsive. Oh, okay, I'm moving. Yeah, oh, he's going in here. Okay, I'm going to be helpful. Right, this video is going to be a little bit different from what I thought. Look. Yeah, come on, boys and girls. Oh, here we go. Here's Doggy. This is very exciting. Yeah, Nellie. We're making a video about you, my sweet girl. Do you want to go and get your hay? You want to go and get your hay? Do you? And this is Del. I love him. All right, my doodles. No pushing. There we are, personal space. Yes. Yes. There you go. You see? Is that the true Nellie, or is this the true Nellie? I think that is. But I think if someone hadn't taken the time to understand that horse and to give her time and to give her what she needed and to get her happy in herself, woof, then she would always have been that first Nellie. And that's what she would have been written off as. And everyone would have said she's difficult and dangerous. And sorry about that filming, I was just shutting the gate. And that would have been her. That would have been her. She would have been the difficult horse. And people would have responded to her with fear and possibly anger. And so she'd have got more difficult. And we just said, okay, we see you. We know what's going on with you. We just need to show you that you can trust us. And so you get incredibly soft, happy, gentle Nellie. Go! Go! Go, racehorses! Oh, did I shut that gate properly? Oh! Go, Nellie! Go, Brookie! Yay! Go on, girls! Go on, boys! Go on, then! Yeah! So I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't confuse who a horse is with its behaviour. The behaviour can change, and you can find the true horse within.